Okay, so to start off my little transformation, as I apply my clear prep, I don't know if you, actually it's probably going to be really blurry, is it? I don't know. But anyways, I apply my clear prep, and as I mentioned before, this does act as a moisturizer as well. It's extremely hydrating, and this one is for more people who are looking for more a matte effect. Normally your normal, the combination, oily, prone skin, acne prone skin, etc. Anyway, so I should put that on little areas, and you don't need very much at all. I use like a pea size. And you're just going to blend that in. You can either use your fingers. I like to use my fingers because I find that it emulsifies it a little bit better. But you can totally use like a brush if you want. A synthetic fiber brush would be great. Or you can just do the fingies. The main part is obviously our foundation transformation. Today I'm using the CoverFX. This is their cream foundation, which can also act as a concealer. This one's amazing. I'm in the color M40. I hope you guys can see that okay. Anytime that I'm taking out my foundation, I always use a spatula or a certain tool that takes it out, because it does come in a kind of pot like this. It's quite unhygienic to go like this with your fingers or to take your brush and go like this. So what I do is I just got some, like, I think it's like 200 or something like popsicle sticks that you can just get from the dollar store, and you get them in a package, and I use that as my spatula. It's cheap, it's easy, and you're good to go. Okay, so all I'm using is this much. You really don't need a heck of a lot, that is for sure. So that much. And I do normally like a thicker coverage, so I'll show you guys how to build it up as well. So all we're doing is you're just kind of taking your brush and you're just taking off the excess with the end. So you'll kind of something like that, and it's not globbed on at all, it's been like scraped off the side. So for a sheer coverage, what you're going to do is you're just going to go in long strokes. This foundation moves a lot. It's very easy to manipulate and to build up the coverage especially. So if you want something that's a little bit lighter coverage, you're going to do long strokes.
Saw you alone in the shade of the night. Reflection I caught in my eye. Is this real? 'Cause I feel like you're the one. My heart's beating faster.
So while you're putting on your foundation, if you have a certain blemish, aka this baby right here, you're going to take some right on the end of your brush and just kind of start doing a dabbing motion. This is like pressing it right on in the skin. And you're just going to do a dabbing motion, kind of dab the outer so it like lightly softens out. And I always dab it right around my nose as well. Cover up all that redness. And this is also a really, really excellent alternative to, say, one of those cream concealers. You can buy something like this and it can act totally as a cream concealer. I don't even mind using it under the eyes, to be honest. Sometimes when I'm in a rush and I don't feel like getting this out and then getting this out and then getting that out, I just use this all over, and I use it as my concealer. I always use it as my concealer for like around the nose, around the mouth area, where you tend to get a little bit more red. It's okay, ladies, I hear ya. Okay, so once you kind of have like the coverage that you want, you've covered your face, you love what you see, we're going to be taking the Setting Effects powder. This is just like a trial size I got from a training I actually did. I'm taking a Bare Minerals brush. Way to represent, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm taking the Bare Minerals brush, and all I'm doing is just dabbing it in there. And you're just going to press it right into the skin. And this powder is just grated so fine that it, like, if you want to build up over it again, like I said previously, you can totally do that. Another powder that I know though that does do that, and it's a bit more expensive than this one, and you get less, is the Makeup Forever HD powder. It is pure like silica powder, so You can put a foundation over that, but you know what? I like this one better. And it's so translucent and so fine that even someone with that would go for more in the B range, even like more your black skins, your brown skins, they can even use this translucent color. They do have a dark one, but this is so translucent that even darker skins can definitely use it. So once you've kind of set your foundation in place, if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage, go in again, take your spatula. You don't need very much. I've just got a little dollop there. Take your brush and you can just go and pinpoint exactly where you want to cover. So for me it would be like the chin area where I have like scarring, acne scarring. And just on the chin in general, I get very red, and that's just hormonal. A lot of ladies do. Well, I make myself feel better and say that. Okay, so once you've dabbed on like everything, you've covered whatever you want, go ahead there and just set it again. And once again, this one, I mean, you can buff it in if you want. I just like to kind of press it onto the skin and then I'll buff out after, kind of for like a little airbrushed effect. Now if you don't want to use the cream foundation as like your concealer, you can totally go in and go with your conceal effects. This one is excellent. I mainly use this one for right under the eyes. It's so light textured, it's so water based. It has your peptides, your ceramides, which are excellent for right under the eyes. It protects the skin, it nourishes the skin, and also offers an amazing amount of coverage. It is excellent. So that's really all you need to getting your flawless, absolutely gorgeous face. All that you need to do next is just apply your bronzer and your blush, and you've got the most beautiful skin you've ever seen. As we start to dance, I know I've been lost in your